Hi guys, my name is Sabrina and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another video and this one will be one that I had on the shelves for a little while, but I'm finally getting to it, so here we go. So my idea for this drawing was basically, it was inspired by another piece that I've seen, and it's basically a girl who is in an army. So she's kind of like a general. That's kind of what I was thinking when I was making this drawing. And looking back at it now, oh my goodness, she looks so much like Ariana Grande with that big poofy hair and a ponytail, like the huge hair there. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I don't know why, but it just came up. I didn't base it off her, not at all. So don't get me wrong, it's just, that's what I just thought. But anyway, I started out with my iPad, of course, and had pretty great fun trying to do a different position this time. I always make kind of the same position, so this pose is different and I like it. I like that it changed up a little. I know that you see her back more than anything else really, but sure, that's kind of what I was trying to do anyway. So yeah, start with that. I tried to make her look as much like a general as possible, but with a sword. So I did not go for anything traditional. As you can see, she's got a dress on. She does have her sash as well, and then like the shoulder thingy going on there too. And I have like a piece of fabric on her leg as well. So it's a bit random, I suppose, but I tried to make this more like cartoon style. Of course, it's not based off reality at all. So that was my thinking there. And for the background, I added that in like after anything else was done. I was completely done with the line art for this piece, but I felt like it needed a background. So I just made something, I used my imagination for this. So there are plants and like the flowers will be like poppies, so they'll be red. So I like how that looks. I like the color contrast, so I'm happy with that. So for the skin tones, I am still using my new markers that I recently received because I just want to use them. That's pretty much the only excuse I have for that. I wanted to use those markers and I did not even go looking for my other skin tone markers. So this was the set that I was going for. And very happy that I've done that. I like how it looks. It's a bit different though with like the shadowy areas and everything compared to the ones I usually use. It's probably because I'm trying to get more skin tones, like a bigger range of skin tones that I can use, and I have to find out what looks nice together and what doesn't work together. So that is pretty much what I was trying to do as well. So working on the background now, I started out with the leaves, and again, I love how these new markers look. I think they're so incredibly gorgeous. I just had to use them again. So these are my newer markers too. They're the G40 and the G43. Those are the new ones. And I added like a darker one on top to even it out because I always use like 3 shades. I think that looks the nicest. It gives the most definition to the leaves over here, I think. And then I blend everything together with like the lighter skin tone there. So that worked really, really well. Really happy how that turned out. Yeah, I can't really say much about that aside from I like it a lot. So I'm pretty much filling out every single leaf with the colors. I'm starting out with the lightest color, filling that in every single section. And I was tried to be pretty precise with everything. I don't know why, because like for the lightest color I could like just blop it over everywhere and it wouldn't really matter. Like the definition only comes in when you do like the colors around the edges. So that is what I did anyway, just one by one. I liked how that looked and I just love seeing it come together. It looks so nice. I did try something else as well for the bottom part. And that was that I wanted to see how it would look if I, well, obviously started with the lightest color, but then immediately went in with a darker color around the edges and then a medium color on top of that, and then the lightest color again. But it looks different. I don't know why. Probably because the leaves that I've put there are smaller than the ones on top, so it has like less of the lighter color in it. But I feel that might eliminate a step, and that would probably work quite nice and save more ink, I suppose, but not that that's any of my concern right now. Then for the sword, I went in with my cool grays for like the handle, and then for like the ball that her hand is resting on, I have the pommel, I suppose is what it's called. And for the section that I made wood, I just wanted that to be wood. I don't have anything else to tell you guys, really. I tried to use like my medium marker to put like the wood grain in there so you can like see it. So if you like zoom in on that, you can see like the wood grain in there. So that's what I was trying to do. And I know it's very light, but it is there and it does help. It looks so much better with that than it would without it. And then I filled in the flowers, and oh my goodness, just looking at this now, it's just so nice to see this come together. I love the contrast with the green versus the red. I think that's a really good choice there. I think it just works with the colors. So I'm really happy about that. So I filled that in with red. I only used 2 reds for this, but I'm happy enough with that. And I used the black to fill in like the middle section. So I used, what did I use? I used my 110 marker for that actually. So done that. And I did put some black dots around the flowers as well. And I'm going in later again with white dots, and I think that just finishes it up a bit more. It looks quite nice. And I continued on with the clothes, and for the clothes I wanted it to be blue. So obviously me in my mind were like, general has to be blue clothes, maybe with like a hint of like another color in there, but definitely blue. And I went in with like a darker blue as well for the shadow areas. And I think because it's like a different position, a different pose, I'm also trying to improve myself. I think it worked the best with how I did the shading. You can see it more, it's less blended I think, but it does look quite nice. So, you know, what should I go for there? Should I go for the less blended version? Is that nice? Do you like it better if it's blended like the skin tones are, or do you like it better when you can see like obvious shadow areas there? I did that because I had like the stripes on like the back of her dress there, and they were like creases, so you could really obviously see those stripes. And if I didn't put in the dark shadow areas, you could very obviously see those stripes as well. So I just wanted to make sure, I don't know, it looked nicer to me. So once that was done, I continued on with the edges around her clothes, and I wanted to make those like kind of goldish. So they're like yellow and like an orangey yellow that I've used for that. And I think that turned out quite nicely. It's got like a good contrast with like the blue. So I'm really happy with how that turned out for sure. And then I moved on to her hair. And for her hair, I wanted to do a brown. I didn't think that any other color would look as nice. I could have gone for like a color that's not natural, but I don't know, I kind of liked just having a brown and using that. And I've used like, again, 3 different colors, and I really like the dark color. That's the E49. Again, it's a new marker, maybe because it's new, I just like it, but I don't have those very deep saturated, nice warm browns, and that is a really, really nice one. I'm really so incredibly happy with it. And I'll be going back in later on as well with my pencils and everything, just to make sure that everything has got like more contrast and more highlights. Especially the white pencil on top of the hair comes out so incredibly well. I'm so happy with that. So I used a black pencil to outline the green, so like the leaves and everything, I want to make sure that those were really popping out, and the black lines really, really do help. You can really see that, so that's amazing. And this is my drawing, you guys. I'm super happy with it. I really like it. Oh yeah, I made her eyes brown as well. Done that too. I felt like it was nice. I don't usually draw brown haired girls with brown eyes. I don't know why. I don't think brown is my favorite color, but for this I think it looks amazing. I'm really happy with it. I hope you guys like it as well. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I would really appreciate that. And leave a comment, just let me know what you think, or if there's anything else you would like to see from me in the future, give me a shout and I'll take that into consideration as well. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.